Hey y'all, and welcome back to Candidly Speaking. I don't think I like these glasses. Let me switch. Okay, that's better. Welcome back. So today I want to talk about, I kind of want to switch it up and not just like pose a question for you all, but just talk, like have a conversation. Today's topic actually is about, are you putting God in a box? You know, people are always talking about, are your thoughts in a box? Are you thinking outside of the box? Are you in a box? With how you see yourself and where you're going in your life. I was thinking about shedding layers in my life and how sometimes I show up on these videos kind of very animated. Because I'm fitting myself in a box of a box what I think people are wanting or how they want to hear me speak, instead of just showing up as me, which makes me sometimes think that I have limited beliefs and I am limiting God as to the way I present myself. And I just want to shed off that layer and be more authentically me, you know, the person He designed me to be. This message kind of goes hand in hand with the message that I had in maybe like episode 3, about showing up and embracing every part of you. It kind of goes hand in hand because, you know, we're very visual people. And sometimes we show up and we just put God in a box because we think that He can't accomplish great big things in our lives. And I don't know what your great big thing may be, but I want to challenge you to take God outside of the box. Take Him out of that small thinking that we conjure up in our thoughts, and begin to think like He can do above and beyond anything that we can think. And when we begin to take Him outside of the box and we expand our expectations of the things that He placed in our lives. Now, you can only do this if you know God, if you're seeking God, if you're sitting down and talking with God and then waiting to hear an answer, which we don't, because we live in such a fast-paced world. I won't say I don't always do, because we live in such a fast-paced world. We live in a microwave world. Like, we want things super quick. We want the answer like immediately, because, you know, when you're talking to a person, you do get an immediate response. And I think sometimes we limit God with wanting that immediate response, when what we have to do is constantly come to Him with that answer, with that question, until we get the answer. So I'm sitting here thinking about sometimes like how I show up on this camera, how I show up in my life. And sometimes I may be performing to what I think people see me as, or to what I think people think I should be. So I was having a conversation with someone very close to me, and they're going through something. And one of their concerns in lives is that they're always showing up as who they think they're supposed to be. And they've never sat down and taken God outside of the box, taking God outside of their limited thinking and asking, who did you design me to be? Who did you create me to be? Sometimes that can be hard because it does take a while to dig deep. It does take a while of seeking to get that answer that you're searching for. And not always looking, you know, with these two things that we have in our sockets, our eye sockets, because we want to see something. But God tells us, like, you got to write the vision down, you got to taste it, you got to feel it, you got to see it before it actually even comes to pass. Because what we are actually living in right now today was something that we actually thought of maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 days ago. So I want to challenge you, challenge myself, to stop thinking small, to stop limiting God with our small thinking, our finite thinking, and begin to expand what God actually has for us, what He can put in our lives for us. And not necessarily like a transactional situation that can be peace, Peace is something that we all need. That can be love, that can be relationships, that can be a home, that can be tangible things. But honestly, when you get before God and take him outside of that box, take him outside of your small thinking, I think that's when me, can actually move forward and shed off some of those layers that we have put on because we have learned to perform, or we have learned to show up in the world the way people think that we should show up. Girl, just show up. Be you. Be authentically you, because there can never be another you. That's what makes you so special already, because there's only one you. There's only one me. And we can't replicate that. Like, God specifically designed us to be uniquely us. And when we step outside of that box and we take God outside of our small thinking, then I think we can actually enjoy everyday life, enjoy every moment of life. I know that's something that I'm actually working on. I know I say that I'm working on every topic. Like, I don't come to this channel and talk about things that I hope to happen in my life. Sometimes I do. But mostly it's from an experience that I've actually walked through, or I'm currently walking through. And y'all just walking through with me. So let's stop the limited belief. Let's stop the limited thinking and begin to take God outside of that box, our small little finite thinking, and just begin to think, what do you have for me today? And wait and see what answer you get. Until next time, y'all, have a good day.